Hello, I am Teacher QA. I am so excited to teach you our lesson for today. These are our content standard, performance standard, and most essential learning competency in English 9 Quarter 2. At the end of the lesson, students are expected to make connections between text to issues, concerns, or dispositions in real life, use literature as a way of understanding one's life experiences as well as other people's lives and circumstances, distinguish the features present in poetry, express appreciation for sensory images used, identify adverbs in each text, pick out adverbs in the given paragraphs, and express one's disposition in literary forms such as poem and essay using adverbs appropriately and effectively. This module is divided into 2 lessons, namely, Lesson 1, Bridging Connections Between Poetry and Life, and Lesson 2, Finding Meaning in the When, Where, and How of Life. Now let's get started!
English 9 Quarter 2 Module 1. Lesson 2. Finding meaning in the when, where, and how of life. Before we start with the discussion on adverb and its types, it might be of great help to recall what you previously know about adverbs as a part of speech. Study the sentences below. 1. The room was elegantly decorated. 2. The horse runs quickly. 3. The house was painted yesterday. 4. The sun shines brightly. 5. He delivered all the items in the hospital. How are the underlined words used? The underlined words are all adverbs. Activity, pliant as a bamboo. Do you remain grateful despite all your circumstances in life? Read the letter below and connect your thoughts and emotions to the thoughts and feelings of the writer. Have you ever experienced the same? If so, what is it about? Write it in your journal or diary. Then, consider the underlined words. What are they and how do they function in the sentences they are situated? Dear Lord, as I start the day, I just want to thank you for all that you've been, for all that you are and for your faithfulness in my life. Today, Lord, indeed is a fresh beginning, a perfect day to forget about the pains and sufferings of yesterday and head on to the hopes of tomorrow. Yesterday is but just a shadow, now, is the brilliance or gleam and not just flickers of light. As I walk on with a head held high and feet firmly planted on the ground, I, your humble and weak creature, was once again empowered and well directed by your lamp carrying the brightest light. With your compassion, grace, and mercy, my spirit would always be strong and free. No evil power can hamper me to walk directly in the path you are leading me. I cling to your resounding words in Psalm 123. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want, he makes me lie down in green pastures, and he leads me in still waters. Yesterday, I was guilty of many things. Today, I am a new creation through your cleansing power. Things may be difficult. Life itself, and even people around could knock me down through their words and actions, but I would always stand with pride, honor, and dignity for you alone, Lord, know exactly what's in my heart and mind. People's actions causing unexplainable heartaches ignite me to be always pursuing, still achieving, continuously laboring, and patiently waiting for your outpouring of blessings. I may be crushed, and my head is bloody, but it remains unbowed knowing that you are always there to lift me up, God. I thank you, Father, for being with me in all circumstances of my life and for staying by my side, guiding me through my life's journey. Humbly yours. Henry. Activity, expressing sincere appreciation in no occasion. Read the poems below and underline the adverbs. Then, relate your personal experiences to that of the poet. As a student, was there ever a time when you wrote a thank you note, or have you ever composed a poem dedicated to your teacher/s who inspired you and made an impact on your life and with whom you are thankful with? And have you expressed your deep and sincere appreciation to our doctors, nurses, policemen, soldiers, sanitary engineers, and all other frontliners? If so, how did you do it? Scribble your answer in not more than 3 sentences. A poem for my professor. Enri so gainum. To an epitome of grace, wit, and beauty. A woman of strength and exceptional character. No words can describe you further. That's all I can utter. Truly because you are beyond compare. For all the laughter you continuously share. Overflowing knowledge, wisdom, and care. A humor that makes learning fun and enjoyable. Imploring meaningful ideas and making things comfortable. All these make you admirable. In this world full of mystery and wonder. Your influence is like a roar of thunder. It echoes here, there, and everywhere. Mobilizing me to be better. In my craft and character. To you, my superb professor. With all pride and honor. That is my clamor. Innate in you is the glamour. Of a woman worth emulating for. Your smile brings power and happiness. To our week full of stress. Each time I look at you. I am reminded of people who I looked up to. They seem so few, and one of them is you. Thank you, teacher. Enri so gainum. How can I forget thee? From this day on, to eternity. Your light is shining so brightly. With a heart full of love and mercy. To a learner like me. Your fairness exudes far beyond marvel. With which I am inspired to do better. Your versatility has taught me greatly. To be the best of what I can be. You truly are an inspiration to me. A teacher of grace, charm, and beauty. I will never ever forget thee. For you taught and mentored me patiently. Deeply encouraged me amid life's perplexity. All these, I owe to thee. A teacher like no other. A great mentor and encourager. Motivating every learner to be better. You were there to scaffold. Acting as a great stronghold. I am what I am today. Because you light the way. I am now a teacher too. Greatly influenced by you. And if one day, we cross way. I will proudly say. Thank you, teacher. I honestly and sincerely love you. Here are the answers. A poem for my professor. Truly, continuously. Thank you, teacher. Brightly, greatly, truly, patiently, deeply, proudly, honestly, sincerely. Adverb. An adverb is a part of speech that simply acts or functions to modify an adjective, a verb, or another adverb. It answers the questions, when, where, how, to what extent. Simply, it tells us how a thing is done, and when and where it is done. Examples. 1. An adverb describes an adjective. The doctors are extremely busy attending COVID-19 patients. What adjective describes doctors? Busy. How busy? Extremely is the adverb. 2. It describes another adverb. The victim acted quite suspiciously. How did the victim act? Suspiciously. Adverb. How suspiciously? Quite. Adverb describing another adverb. 3. It describes a verb. The sun shines brightly amid the rain. What did the sun do? Shines. Verb. How did it shine? Brightly. Adverb. Remember. A. Adverbs can be anywhere in a sentence. 1. Quickly, the doctors attend to the needs of the COVID-19 patients. 2. The doctors attend quickly to the needs of the COVID-19 patients. 3. The doctors attend to the need of the COVID-19 patients quickly. B. 2 or more adverbs may be present in a sentence, a combination plainly of an adverb and an adverb phrase. The teachers are crafting modules carefully and skillfully in the library hub. Carefully, skillfully. Adverb of manner. In the library hub. Adverb phrase. Adverb of place. C. Adverbs remind us about the what, when, where, why, and how of the events in our life. Hence, let us face these circumstances/events with courage and with arms widely open to handle and hurdle challenges bravely and willfully. Types of adverb. Adverbs play various functions aside from what were already discussed. They also serve to indicate location, where, time, when, and the manner of how things are done. Adverbs of place talk about location. Examples: outside, inside, in, out, here, there, anywhere, somewhere, nowhere, abroad, upstairs, downstairs. Adverbs of time indicate or tell when. Examples: recently, last year, yesterday, soon, later, today, daily, presently, immediately, now, tonight, tomorrow. Adverbs of manner tell us how an action is being done. Examples: accidentally, angrily, anxiously, awkwardly, badly, beautifully, blindly, boldly, bravely, brightly, busily, calmly, carefully, carelessly, cautiously, cheerfully, clearly, closely, correctly, courageously, cruelly, daringly, deliberately, doubtfully, eagerly, easily, elegantly, enormously, enthusiastically, eventually, exactly, faithfully, fast, fatally, fiercely, fondly, foolishly, fortunately, frankly, frantically, generously, gently, gladly, gracefully, greedily, happily, hard, hastily, hurriedly, inadequately, ingeniously, innocently, inquisitively, irritably, joyously, justly, kindly, lazily, loosely, loudly, madly, mortally, mysteriously, neatly, nervously, noisily, obediently, openly, painfully, patiently, perfectly, politely, poorly, powerfully, promptly, punctually, quickly, quietly, rapidly, rarely, recklessly, regularly, repeatedly, rightfully, roughly, rudely, sadly, safely, selfishly, sensibly, seriously, sharply, shyly, silently, sleepily, slowly, smoothly, softly, solemnly, speedily, stealthily, sternly, straight, stupidly, successfully, suddenly, tenderly, tensely, thoughtfully, tightly, truthfully, unexpectedly, victoriously, violently, vivaciously, warmly, weakly, wearily, well, wildly, wisely. Now let's have some activities. Activity 1. Pick me rightly. Choose the word that best fits in to complete each sentence. 1. The woman designed the room, elegant, elegantly. 2. Frontliners perform their job carefully and skillful, skillfully. 3. The soldiers and policemen stayed steady, steadily, all day and all night in checkpoint areas. 4. We are currently, in modified extended community quarantine, MECQ. 5. The Prime Minister explained, clearly, his points of view. Here are the answers. 1. Elegantly. 2. Skillfully. 3. Steadily. 4. Currently. 5. Clearly. Activity 2. Label me correctly. Underline and label the adverbs in the given paragraph below. Write above your underlined word the letters AT for adverb of time, AM for adverb of manner, and AP for adverb of place. Today, the world is caught off guard with the coming of the COVID-19, a global pandemic. It has affected everything and everyone. It has taken lives and is continuously infecting hundreds of thousands, if not millions, around the world. To date, scientists and health experts are still working together to discover a vaccine as a means to cure and to stop the spread of the aforesaid virus. Currently, the best ways for people not to contract the virus are to observe proper hygiene, frequent hand washing, and use of mask and alcohol anytime, anywhere, and everywhere they go. Equally important, is to strengthen one's immune system by eating healthy and nutritious food, having enough rest and sleep, as well as doing healthy exercises. Furthermore, staying at home and strictly observing physical distancing are also some of the best measures in avoiding the contraction of the virus. Here are the answers. 80. Anytime, today, frequent. AM. Continuously, still, strictly. AP. Around the world, anywhere, everywhere. Activity 3, it's adverb harvest time. Read the text below and pick all the adverbs you can see, and then put them in the column where they belong in the table provided below. Man and faith. Enri so gainum. Bowed by the weight of this global pandemic, our human character and resilience are again tested. Whether rich or poor, weak or strong, famous or not, no one is exempted by this COVID-19 virus. Since time immemorial, many have been crying loudly and eagerly for equality. Suddenly, this cry was answered differently. Yes, COVID-19 came not just to cause havoc on humanity and economy, but also on a lighter note, it came as a great global equalizer. This global pandemic opens doors towards various realizations and several universal truths as points of reflection. Indeed, everything in life is but just temporary. Our life, our wealth, and all possessions we have, including our own skills and knowledge, they become limited, at times become meaningless and uncertain. Even the most powerful people and countries suddenly become powerless. Everything is unpredictable. We have no control of our time here on Earth, for in this current situation, we all have nothing to behold. Our friends may come and go and our social connections and interactions gradually cease. Dreams, aspirations, and all things we hold dearly, with a wink of an eye they slowly disappear like bubbles. Everything in this world swiftly becomes volatile, uncertain, complex, and ambiguous. Indeed, we live in a VUCA world where all of us need to swim by. Nothing is certain and the only constant now is change. And the very question is, who do we run to? Can we fully and truly rely on the government, family, and friends for help? As we battle this global pandemic, all we need is a positive mindset. More than ever, it is a time indeed of awakening, rekindling, and strengthening our faith. Faith to a supreme being, our God Almighty, is primarily the source of our hope that keeps us going and enables us to conquer our fears and anxieties amid the gaps and huge changes in this new normal. We all are caught off guard, but with our faith, we continue to fight, to be proactive and to be positive at all times. We learn how to look at the brighter side of life and choose to be optimistic amid the negativity around. Hence, our faith spells the big difference in facing all forms of life's challenges. Therefore, let us hold on to our faith strongly and dearly for as long as we believe we will never tremble nor fear the unseen. Remember, God is greatest and strongest above all forms of viruses such as this COVID-19. Here are the answers. Time. Since time immemorial. Place. In a VUCA world, on the government. Manner. Loudly, eagerly, differently, suddenly, gradually, slowly, fully, truly, strongly, dearly, swiftly, primarily. Activity, a penny for your thoughts? Have a flashback of your experiences for almost 6 months now during the period of extended community quarantine, E.C.Q, modified extended community quarantine, M.E.C.Q, and general community quarantine, G.C.Q. Scribble your ideas using adverbs correctly by following the format below. Activity, express your heart out. Amid this global pandemic, do you still find reason/s to smile and be grateful about what you have? Why? Jot down your ideas in a 2 to 3 paragraph essay or in a 4 to 5 stanza poem depicting your gratefulness about your life's circumstances. State also who you cling to and depend on in this trying time. Remember to use the types of adverb in your poem or essay. Be guided of the following mechanics. Organization 10 points. Content 30 points. Effective use of adverb and its types 10 points. Total 50 points. Here is the scoring rubric. Multiple choice. Choose the letter of the best answer. Write the chosen letter on a separate sheet of paper. One which is not one of the basic characteristics of an adverb. A. It modifies a verb or another adverb. B. It tells when, where, or how an action is done. C. Time, place, and manner are some of its types. D. It modifies a noun or pronoun. The answer is D. It modifies a noun or pronoun. 2. Manny Pacquiao is an epitome of a man worth emulating because he helps his constituents ceaselessly, especially during this time of global pandemic. Which is true about the sentence? A. The word ceaselessly does not tell how an action is done. B. The word ceaselessly is used as an adjective in the sentence. C. The word ceaselessly in the sentence is an adverb of manner. D. The word ceaselessly is merely for many. 3. Which of the following sentences contains an adverb of time? A. I had a nightmare last night about this global pandemic. B. I had a vision that this pandemic will vanish immediately. C. I had a dream of helping humanity globally. D. I had high hopes that it will disappear quickly as a bubble. The answers are 2. C. The word ceaselessly in the sentence is an adverb of manner. 3. A. I had a nightmare last night about this global pandemic. 4. Which of the following sentences depicts an adverb of place? A. In the hospital the doctors and nurses serve with a wide smile. B. They serve all their patients cheerfully and patiently. C. They only rest for few minutes. D. They quickly run to meet the president. 5. Which of the following sentences expresses an adverb of manner? A. The policemen and soldiers greatly suffer from lack of sleep. B. The policemen and soldiers stayed the whole night on their post. C. The policemen and soldiers work day and night. D. The policemen and soldiers cannot stay in their own homes. The answers are 4. A. In the hospital the doctors and nurses serve with a wide smile. 5. A. The policemen and soldiers greatly suffer from lack of sleep. 6. The teachers will soon work as frontliners in the academe. What type of adverb is the underlined word? A. Adverb of time. B. Adverb of place. C. Adverb of manner. D. All of the above. 7. The delivery man handed me the package carefully. And as he left, he uttered thank you shyly. How do you call the underlined words? A. Adverb of manner. B. Adverb of place. C. Adverb of time. D. None of the above. 8. Which of the following is a characteristic of poetry? A. It is written in stanza form that uses special kind of language and figurative devices. B. It is usually conventional and ordinary. C. It strictly observes grammatical rules and structure. D. It uses sentences and paragraphs. The answers are 6. A. Adverb of time. 7. A. Adverb of phrase. 8. A. It is written in stanza form that uses special kind of language and figurative devices. 9. Tick-tack, tick-tack, says the wall clock. Tick-tack, tick-tack, says the raindrop. This is an example of blank. A. Assonance. B. Onomatopoeia. C. Alliteration. D. Repetition. 10. The following lines were taken from Sonnet 116 by William Shakespeare. How do you call the group of 4 lines in a Shakespearean sonnet? A. Sestet. B. Tercet. C. Quatrain. D. Octave. 11. What kind of love is suggested by lines 1 to 4? Let me not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when its alteration finds, or bends with the remover to remove. A. A love that changes when things go wrong. B. A love that fades away as they aged. C. A love that remains faithful and constant. D. A love that dies as one moves to another place. The answers are 9. Onomatopoeia. 10. C. Quatrain. 11. C. A love that remains faithful and constant. 12. Shakespeare's sonnets consist of a perfect iambic pentameter. How many iambs per line are referred to in an iambic pentameter? A. 10. B. 5. C. 14. D. 12. 13. Italian sonnet was popularized by Francesco Petrarch, who wrote hundreds of poems to a lady whom he eventually found to be married. Who is this lady? A. Queen Anne. B. Mona Lisa. C. Queen Elizabeth. D. Laura. The answers are 12. B. 5. 13. D. Laura. 14. The following are taken from the third quatrain of Sonnet 116. What is the theme of the entire quatrain? Love's not time's fool, though rosy lips and cheeks. Within his bending sickle's compass come. Love alters not with his brief hours and weeks, but bears it out even to the edge of doom. A. It talks about love that is like a clown with red lips and cheeks, whose job is to fool us with his magic tricks. B. Time cannot alter real love, and that time is of little significance because it lasts only a few weeks, yet true lasts forever. C. Time is like a fool and love ends when the world ends. DT. Here is no use loving truly because everything will end during the last judgment. 15. Personally, I think of poetry as blank. The answers are 14. B. Time cannot alter real love, and that time is of little significance because it lasts only a few weeks, yet true lasts forever. 15. Answers may vary. Those who never changed their mind never changed anything. Winston Churchill. Today, change is inevitable. In fact, everything about us, everything around us, and everything within us has changed. This change came unnoticed. It happened so swiftly that no one was able to prepare for it. It seems that there is nothing that we can do about it. Our only hope is divine intervention that can surely put an end to the cause of this dilemma that people in the entire world is facing. Shall we succumb to this despair? Will this be a reason to give up your dreams and your aspirations? Of course, not. We, Filipinos, are known for our resilience. It is in fact our trademark, in which no other nation has claimed greater possession of than we do. We endure, we laugh, we sing, we share, and we care, amidst calamities which make any turbulence we face lighter. Dear Grade 9 students, you are expected by the whole world to continue working towards the achievement of the dreams you started to build. Let us show the world that no virus is too strong to topple us down. Activity 1: Changing Times. Look closely at the collage of pictures below. Identify the activities from each picture. What do these pictures say about the sudden change in our lifestyle these days? Are you able to cope with the new normal? Activity 2: One last try. Did you know that Francesco Petrarch was not the only sonnet writer in the land of the English? In the 19th century, Elizabeth Barrett Browning, a daughter of a wealthy landowner in England, was held in high respect for her courage in writing. Elizabeth met Robert Browning, a poet, in one of the family gatherings her father usually sponsors. The two felt love at first sight. But Elizabeth's father disapproved of their love. From day one, the two began to exchange love letters in the form of sonnets. One day, the two decided to elope and went to Florence, Italy, and got married. Their love letters were then compiled and published with the title, Sonnets from the Portuguese. Let us experience one of her sonnets, entitled, Sonnet 43, How Do I Love Thee, Let Me Count the Ways. Sonnet 43, How Do I Love Thee, Let Me Count the Ways. By Elizabeth Barrett Browning. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. I love thee to the depth and breadth and height my soul can reach, when feeling out of sight. For the ends of being an ideal grace. I love thee to the level of everyday's most quiet need, by sun and candle light. I love thee freely, as men strive for right. I love thee purely, as they turn from praise. I love thee with the passion put to use in my old griefs and with my childhood's faith. I love thee with a love I seemed to lose with my lost saints. I love thee with the breath, smiles, tears, of all my life, and, if God choose, I shall but love thee better after death. Try this. 1. Use your journal notebook and do the same thing with this poem as you have done in Activity 1.1. 2. This time draw the line between the two sections of the 14 lines which will separate the octave from the sestet. See for yourself the difference between the two poems in terms of structure. 3. Underline all endwords and determine the rhyme scheme of the sonnet by assigning a letter in the alphabet as you have done with Sonnet 18. Compare the difference between the two in terms of rhyme scheme. 4. Finally, feel the rhythm of the poem by giving one tap on the table for unaccented syllable, and a clap on accented syllable.
That's all for today. See you in our next lesson. Goodbye.